I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's a little bit of controversy right now around Chapell Roans and her talks about like kids and parenthood. She basically said that all my friends who have kids are miserable and I do not want that. When I first heard that, I didn't really think too much of it because I think as parents, we can kind of all agree that parenthood is like extremely hard. There was absolutely a point in my life where if you asked me about having kids, I too would have said that it was hell. Honestly, I don't really know why it's controversial for her to say that because she was just sharing her own experience. Now, I'm not really interested in doing a big deep dive into like exactly what she said and everything that I think about it, but I do think that a lot of parents share how hard it is, which again is like totally valid and fair. But I do want to share some of my favorite things about being a mom. Watching your kids day in and day out grow into themselves is one of the most beautiful experiences of life. Have you ever worked on like a large project for work or for school and then you end up getting to the end of it and you take a step back and you're like, wow, I'm so proud of everything that I've accomplished? Take that feeling and then times it by 1,000. That is what it feels like to watch your kids grow up and into themselves. You teach your kids things every day and bit by bit they learn and they grow and they start expressing their own opinion and you really start to see the world through their eyes. Kids are also hilarious. I know I'm biased, but I think my kids are the funniest. My 1-year-old recently learned the word delicious. They were at the mall and there's a bunch of like fake plants and she walks up to them and she goes, delicious. The other day, my husband was doing cupping on my back, which if you know anything about cupping, basically it's a suction, it goes on your back and then it pulls up the muscle and the skin. So my daughter saw it and she walks up to me and she goes, Mama, why are there boobies on your back? And I was like, oh, they're not boobies, like they're cups. They help mommy's back when it hurts. So now she comes up to me and she'll go, Mommy, does your back hurt? I'm like, yeah, it does. And she'll go, do you need your boobies to feel better? Kids are also so kind and genuine. For example, my oldest daughter, she has no fear. One of my favorite things about her, but also a thing that terrifies me about her. I take my eyes off this girl for 2 seconds, she's gone. We're at a mall, a restaurant, a park, literally wherever. If she sees any kid, boy or girl, who's anywhere near her age, she will just run right up to them and she goes, hi friends, my name's Peyton. What's your name? And honestly, my daughter absolutely inspires me to be a better person, to be a better friend, and to just go up to people and start having conversations. And having kids is a special type of love that nothing else will compare to. Being someone's everything, being their safe space to come to, or the person they run to when they fall or they hurt themselves or they're scared. It will make your heart grow 100 times. For anyone who is afraid of having kids, I'm not gonna lie, there are absolutely downsides and there are days that feel like hell. And I actually think it's really good to express that because I think the more that parents talk about how difficult it is, it also becomes more and more apparent how much we need community and we need a village, and that kids are not supposed to be raised just by parents. They need love and support around them. While there absolutely are downsides, there are so many upsides that outweigh the sleepless nights. Here's to all my mamas absolutely killing it.